Good morning, this is Shelby Law with the Great Basin Fire Potential Briefing for Saturday, September 25th, 2021. The fire potential impacts for the next couple of days include some wind coming to western and northern portions of the Great Basin, some smoke filtering in across the central areas, and some very limited precip coming to the far southern and southeast portions of Utah. After this warm and dry spell this weekend, we're going to have a pretty significant cold front come through beginning on Tuesday. Smoke for this afternoon and tomorrow afternoon is shown here. For today, the smoke is mainly limited to western and central Nevada. Beginning tomorrow, the smoke will consolidate a bit over central Nevada and move up into northeast Nevada and southern Utah or southern Idaho. And also the central Idaho mountains. At the upper levels, the same trend is shown here with the smoke mostly over western Nevada today, expanding further north and east on Sunday. The past 24 hours have been quiet weather-wise with no precip or lightning. And our initial attack activity has been fairly light still. There's just a few fires over Utah and Idaho. We are beginning to see our prescribed fires picking up, especially here in eastern Utah. Precip for the past 14 days is shown here with the inches on the left and the percent of normal on the right. Still showing from last week some precip over Idaho. And we have had some precip over Utah as well, but still below normal for the time of year for Utah and Nevada and the east central Idaho mountains. We definitely need some more precipitation. We're below normal for the middle of September. ERCs are about normal for the time of year, with many stations in Utah below the 50th percentile, stations a little bit higher over Nevada, and kind of a mix over Idaho. But overall, fire danger is not particularly high. There are a few pockets where the dryness has persisted, especially over the central Idaho mountains and portions of Nevada. This morning's satellite imagery is showing a low pressure off the Baja coast here, bringing some chances of precipitation to the southwest. We'll see a little bit of that moisture clipping the far southern and southeast portions of Utah, really beginning tomorrow into Sunday. Generally dry westerly flow elsewhere for warm, seasonal, actually above normal temperatures for much of the Great Basin for the next few days. Again, that low over Southern California today is shown here with some precip across the southwest, clipping the southern Great Basin. The precip should stay out of Utah for today with just dry conditions everywhere. No high risk. We do have some gusty winds along the Sierra front this afternoon, and then also some slightly elevated winds over the east central Idaho mountains, but those are below warning criteria here. Maximum temperatures are shown on the right. Maximum temperatures in the upper 80s over western Nevada, not quite as high over Utah or Idaho, but still a really nice warm fall day. On Sunday, we can see the moisture from that low continuing to be in place over the southwest and moving a little bit further north and east into far southern and southeast Utah. Elsewhere dry across the north. Wind speeds pick up tomorrow across Idaho, western Nevada, and northern portions of Nevada there. And then we'll see a little bit of that moisture creep up into mainly the higher elevations of southern Utah and then southeast Utah here on Sunday. And we could see some gusty outflow winds associated with those thunderstorms. On Monday, we start to see this low pressure trough off the Pacific Northwest coast strengthening and really dropping a little bit further south. This will increase winds even further over the Sierra front. So we do have high risk for those winds on Monday. Some lingering moisture over the southwest and far southeast Utah on Monday. Nothing significant there as the low moves off to the east, but the next thing we're looking for is this low over the Pacific Northwest that's going to bring a significant drop in temperatures beginning on Tuesday. So for Monday, again, continued gusty winds over the central Idaho mountains along the Sierra front, with minimum low relative humidities here in the low teens across much of the Great Basin. Still warm and dry on Monday ahead of that trough. 3-day precip totals don't show too much, just quite a bit of precip over the desert southwest here, and a little bit of that precip moving up into southern Utah, southern and southeast Utah. We can see the precipitation moving into the Pacific Northwest, which will begin to make its way into the Great Basin. So on Tuesday, that main trough will pass through the portions of the northern Great Basin, northern and western, with a significant temperature drop area-wide. Some precipitation associated with this trough. It's not a huge precip event, but some precip will come, especially to Utah, with some of the moisture from the southwest being drawn up as well. For our dryness levels dropping back down into the yellows and greens on Tuesday. And on Wednesday, we can see really drying out over Idaho and Nevada, but the moisture continues in place over Utah, especially central and eastern Utah, where we'll continue to see showers and thunderstorms on Wednesday. But much cooler temperatures region-wide, fire danger really decreasing as that trough drops into the region. More of the same on Thursday, that low consolidating and dropping further south, keeping temperatures cool region-wide, and bringing a lingering chance of precipitation mainly to southern and southeast Utah on Thursday, with drier conditions further north and west. And on Friday, the moisture still remains in place over Utah for another chance of showers and thunderstorms there. Dryness across most of Idaho and Nevada continues. But overall, the fire danger still remaining pretty low region-wide. The 7-day precip totals are shown here. Here we can see as that main trough moves through in that Tuesday to Wednesday time frame, some precip will come to the central Idaho mountains, especially the western Idaho mountains. And then later in the period, we'll see precipitation developing each day, kind of in that Wednesday, Thursday, Friday time frame for Utah. And the extended forecast, October 2nd through the 8th, puts the bullseye of temperature over the northern central portion of the U.S. Still warmer than average over the Great Basin, but below normal precipitation also expected during that time frame, especially for the northern half of the Great Basin. This concludes today's fire potential briefing. Please check back tomorrow for the latest updates.